or not?
No, there's nothing going on up on the East Coast. Why?
Well, it seemed like they're getting some bad weather to me.
You don't watch the news much, do you?
I don't watch much of anything.
Well, so they injected you with the dye and they gave you a new MRI and all that stuff. So when do you get your test back, Matador?
I'd say in a couple of days, Holmes. But I don't have to report to the 8th, so then I can go and expect a clean bill of health.
November the 8th?
Yes. No, see, my rigor mortis is kind of hard on the brother. You know, when rigor mortis set in, you can't get up. When you get down, it's hard to get back up. And you sit there, your little fingers just go, you can't feel anything. And when you move, it makes a lot of noise.
Knees start creaking.
Yes, you know what it's like to have rigor mortis.
Scary soundtrack to a bad movie.
Rigor mortis hurt bad. I mean, it sounds like your whole blood system is shut down. You ever been there before, brother?
Oh, I've been there, brother.
It's an awful thing, ain't it?
I got rigor mortis coming in my neck.
Really? It's an awful thing.
Yeah, on a cold morning, you got to get up and drink your coffee, and then you got to do your neck like this.
Well, you got to drink a lot of Castrol. That keeps rigor mortis loosen up a little. Science. So I did a little Castrol, but my rigor mortis seemed to set in anyway.
Well, the reason I was depressed is you came in, I was trying to get ready, and I heard you saying, man, I was dead this weekend. And couldn't get it up, couldn't move, and cold, and my bones hurt, and I was just dead. And then you said, an animal was dead too. And you said, yeah, he lifted his little head up and looked at me and laid it back down and didn't move. And I said, well, Lord, yeah, he's tired too. He's cold. He don't want to work. And then about 10 minutes later, I said, all right, well, so how is the animal really? And you're like, he's dead.
Yeah, he crossed over this weekend.
So animal died.
He crossed over this week. Gotta love it.
And you didn't have his chain too tied around his neck.
Of course not.
And so those folks out there that are listening, they know the Matador's dog, his favorite dog, is his brother from another mother.
Has crossed
his old blue tick coonhound, and he's crossed over
to the other side
in that soft pile of dirt. You said,
yeah, he's got some good soil to lay his resting bones.
Fro Daddy, you're live on Whoop.
Is this 2 for Tuesday?
Oh no,
who might this be?
It's depressing Blues Monday.
Well, I want to request one song anyway.
Well, all right,
shoot it.
I want to dedicate it to Derek Gooley. He's listening, and anybody on that.
Oh, I'm sure he's got nothing else to do today.
Right. I'd like to hear for Derek. I'd like for him to hear Ray Charles. It's crying time again. Yeah. And I'd like to congratulate that red-headed Wildcat lady. Her Georgia Bulldogs were quite outstanding against Florida. And, well, I guess that'll take care of me. Thank you very much.
You're quite
all right, bad actor. Buddy. Hey, I noticed there was some Halloween decorations out in the yard already.
Yes, Crazy did that.
Oh, Lord, Crazy out there.
Yeah.
Bad actress.
Put it hang up she wants, as long as she cleans it all up when it's over. That remains to be seen, but it'll happen. I'll make that happen.
Well, it's just a kid in us wanting to play.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
All right, fellas, let's get over to rigor mortis. And
what about that hurricane, Randy?
Boy, it caught him off guard, didn't it?
No, I don't think it caught him off guard, but I mean, it's going to be pretty bad, I think.
Oh, you talking about? I'm talking about the one in New York.
Well, that's the one I'm talking about, Sandy. You notice they give it a female name.
Yeah.
They used to give all of them a female name, but some point along when they got rid of the red cabooses, they started giving them men's names, too.
Well,
I wonder if they ever had a Hurricane Cinnamon. Do you know anything about that, Fro Daddy?
I don't think so. I've been through it a couple times.
Oh, you have?
Angelica.
No, I'll just say goodbye and carry on. Thank you.
Before you do, Doug, one more thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, they told the people to move, didn't they? And a lot of them didn't move out of them low-lying areas, and they got wiped out, didn't they?
Well, they ain't wiped out yet, but I think they're going to be pretty scared tonight.
Okay. So how long is the hurricane going to be there tomorrow? Is it going to be high winds on them tomorrow?
Yes. It's the largest hurricane ever to be in the Atlantic Ocean, that's for sure. And it's going to wreak a lot of havoc over it. The thing is, there's so many people. 60 million people are going to get hammered now.
Wow.
That's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
And they're crying right now. They wish they'd got out.
Well, and they out and they can't get out. I mean, they didn't get out when they told them, so they stuck like Chuck.
Yeah, it's not going to be good, Randy.
I don't think it is either.
I'm glad I'm down here in Tennessee.
Well, me too, but we're going to get some wins from it.
Well, I wish them the best. So maybe we ought to dedicate crying time to them, too.
I agree.
They're leaving 60 million people and the ones that decided not to evacuate.
All righty.
All right, carry on, Randy.
As well. Steady as we go, Fro Daddy, old boy. Quit that now. Stop it.
Well, bad actor didn't even mention that he's going to miss Animal.
Well, I know the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. My Animal was a good dog, a good friend of mine. He worked with me on a day-to-day basis, and he always was there with a smile. Very obedient he was. He has crossed over now to the other side into the highways and the byways and the easygoing comfort around homes. Animal will be around comfort because he was my best friend. And I know that he's going to be comfortable after he had crossed over. A man, a woman, and a child.
Fro Daddy, you're live on Whoop.
Hello, miss him going through my yard.
Yes.
Oh, leaving those
y'all?
little turds.
How did they do that, y'all? Yes, we're going to miss Animal.
He wouldn't even come close to me. I kept saying, come here, Animal. He'd turn and go the other way.
Well, he's a smart dog.
Yeah, he was. He didn't want to get caught.
Yeah, he wouldn't let you touch him now unless I was around, bless his heart.
I hope that rain, that storm don't interfere with the block party.
The winds are going to be high anywhere it goes, darling. So we'll feel a little wind, but I don't think it's going to hurt much.
I don't think so either. Okay, I let somebody else call in.
Okay, you know the winds go good with Halloween when you got a little wind and the leaves are blowing, smacking the little children in the face, and they go home with leaves in their candy bucket. Oh, it goes along with Halloween, the wind.
I know.
Yes.
All right.
Bye-bye, Ella.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Ella. Happy Halloween.
Who said that?
Bye-bye.
Who was that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, man, looks like Bullet won a bucket, a Halloween bucket or something, and with some movies, but it looks like somebody cleaned out his candy. Did you take the candy out of it?
Well, he got that, and he left them little raggedy tapes for me.
Oh, okay, so he took the candy. You didn't eat it.
Well, yeah.
Fro Daddy, you're live on Whoop.
Guys, how you doing?
Bullet, we're just talking about you.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk a little bit about the wrestling Saturday I went to.
Oh, yeah, it was
Let's
Tommy
hear it.
Wildfire.
Yeah.
It was. I tell you, I really enjoyed myself. I'm gonna go back. And my brother got a little bit nervous when the chairs started flying, and blood started flying, but I enjoyed myself.
So it was some blood flying around.
Sure was, and chairs too.
Them boys are kind of tough.
I saw where Ron Moore made it, and did he get to MC it or something?
Yes, he did. And I want to bring a picture to you. They took a picture of me and him and Tommy Rich standing together, his wife, and I'm going to bring it to you and show it to you as soon as I get it. And I got a big autograph picture of Tommy Rich, about a 10 by 12, I think.
Well, you got a big one.
Well, you didn't even have to pay to get in either.
Nope. I appreciate you guys, too.
There you go. Boy, you did us good.
But I tell you what, though, I'm going to go back. I didn't think I'd enjoy myself that much, but I really did. I enjoyed myself, and I'm going to go back as soon as I have it again.
Well, if you say it was good, I knew it was good.
How many people you think were there?
Not that many, really. I don't know. I can't guess. Rick.
About 200 or 300.
About 20 to 25, 30, I guess. I don't know. Maybe.
25 or 30 people?
Yeah.
Well, that was a good match. Well,
I think about that many. I'm not sure, really. But
Hell, they had that many wrestlers.
yeah, they had a lot of wrestling. They had a lot of wrestling matches. There's about 7, I think. Or
my Lord.
And but the best Tommy wrestled, and I hope he comes back again. I don't know if he will or not, but what I heard about, what I didn't like seeing about him up at the mall, I went and seen him up at 2 o'clock. He come through the mall, and he was bent over. I asked him, did he have back trouble? He said, no, his hips bothering him.
Well, he's about 78 years old.
He's 54, I think, 55.
He looks a lot older.
Yeah, he's about 55.
He's been thrown and kicked around quite a bit.
Yeah, he's after wrestling, got his hips problems, but maybe Ron call in and talk about it a little bit. But Ron did a good job at emceeing Tommy Rich, and I appreciate him and Debbie taking pictures of me and Tommy.
Okay.
So, anyway, guys, as soon as I get them, I'll bring them and show them to you.
All right, brother.
All right.
We'll see you later.
All right, bye-bye.
Oh, Lord.
You ever, when you're in the shower by yourself and you're sitting there and right when you put the soap in your eyes and you think you hear something?
And you open up your eyes and get the blast.
And the psycho and that lady getting
now,
knocked in the shower.
You don't get soap in your eyes, do you? Well, I brush my teeth with the same soap that I
don't know, but I heard that people that smoke a lot of pot get real nervous, and they are hypochondriac. You know, they feel like somebody's after them. Somebody's watching
them.
Me.
Disorder. Nerve disorder.
Did you see that?
Who is it, man?
Somebody had their hand on my head while I was in the shower.
Scare him half the wits.
Well, Matador,
talk to me.
Speaking of that, Bullet had this CD I'm playing out there. So I had some Halloween scary songs, so we'll play some of those for everybody. Had a DVD in here, The Wolf Man.
What did he?
When the moon is full, the legend comes to life. Wolf Man.
Is that Wolfman Jack?
I don't know. I may take it home, watch it myself, and bring it back and give it away to somebody. Fro Dad, you're live on Whoop.
Hey, Fro.
Fred.
Catherine.
George, you done it again.
Yeah.
We heard about it.
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody had to win after the Balls got their ass kicked again.
Was it any surprise?
Not really, no.
I didn't think so. I want to hear Bob Seger, Old Time Rock and Roll.
Do, 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 do.
I feel like dancing today.
Well, you're on a winning team there.
Yep. Got me another new shirt out of the deal.
Woohoo!
Whose did you win this time?
Huh?
Whose did you win this time?
I make a bet with people.
Oh.
I bet on Georgia.
Oh, there you go. You bet a shirt, I see.
This makes two of one.
All right. Not counting the Whoop shirts you won.
No, not counting the Whoop shirt.
Well, we got you some old-time rock and roll. And it's just Monday, so we're going to play some blues and sad stuff for Animal and scary music.
We don't want to hear that. Now, my cat died, and I didn't do that.
Did your cat pass this week?
My cat passed away about 4 months ago, and I'd had him for 18 years.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he was a member of the family.
Yeah, I got a good old cat.
So, when he dies, you'll cry, Fro. I did.
Yeah, we'll do a song for him.
Yeah.
I got to figure out which one now. I didn't talk about a cat song. I guess I'll do that, the Pussycat song.
Oh, good Lord. That's good.
He's a short hair.
Mine was a Persian cat.
All right, Matt was reading himself, so he's obviously didn't even cry when Animal died.
Yes. What do you expect for a grown man to get on his hands and knees and say, "I'm sorry for the wrong that I may have done to you"?
I think he damn committed suicide, if you ask me.
That ain't funny. My dog is laughing at you, boy. He said, "I'm up here. If you know what it was like over here, you'd try to get over here, too."
He crossed over.
He's crossed over. Bless his heart.
Okay, you can get you another one.
No, I think after that one, there'll be no more. I'm looking for a Siamese cat to weigh about 120 pounds.
I don't want no more cats. I don't want no more dogs. I'm just going to feed this old groundhog I got down in the garden.
Well, Lord, he's going to dig you a hole and you come off the porch one morning.
He's got another one down there with him now.
Oh, well, he's doing pretty good.
Yeah,
He's going to have some young ones this spring.
He found him a female.
That boy know what to rut. He knows when.
About 3 foot tall now. So.
Oh, you got one of them big ones down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They come out there a bunch of little ones. I may start shooting.
Now, don't do that. You just going to feed him. I know what you're going to do.
I know.
You'd rather feed one of them animals than me.
Of course, I'll just feed them and keep them as my pets.
I figured
Well, yeah.
you would. Well, watching them little creatures bite, you'll have them doing cartwheels and everything in the yard for you.
I miss my raccoons now.
Give them a Happy Meal.
Well, I got 2 dogs, and they just run the hell out of them. Ran them all away. About killed one. I felt bad because I was feeding it, and I let them out to pee the other night, and they chased it out of the tree and ripped its head off or something.
Oh.
Wasn't very pretty. I think he got away finally, but he probably won't be coming back for any dry dog food.
Well, they won't be messing with a raccoon.
Oh, well.
All right, then.
All right.
We'll get on some rock and roll here in a minute.
All right.
Bye.
You know, them little raccoons got hands, and they don't mind smacking a dog or any other creature getting their face. Yes. Oh, excuse me.
What's up doing there, El Bumpo?
Slipsies.
You're like the burping mummy.
Boy, there's this morning's breakfast come alive.
That sounds
Yes.
good. I'd rather smell that than you take your shoes off.
Well, I'll guarantee I'm going to take them off now, by God.
No, you're not. I'll leave.
Well, I'll just keep them on. I wouldn't want you to leave me here all alone like that.
I think Doc's going to be here Friday. I may take Friday off and let you and him come down here and play.
Well, I think I might have one in line here sooner or later. I think you're just taking too many, don't you? It's just a little bit too many.
Me?
Yeah. What's the Sam Hill wrong with you?
Well, what the hell's Sam Hill wrong with me for being here is what I want to know.
Well, you know, I got diarrhea and I got worms where I've been eating too much candy.
That's why I'm trying to get out of here.
Yes, and they just keeping things alive.
Hey, Matador, did you see this pretty little blonde-haired girl in the paper today?
What did she did?
It says it's a personality profile on the Michaela Brown.
Michaela?
Remember she came down here and that's Don and Mike's daughter, Michaela, and she races horses or whatever you call them out there. You know, she goes out to the showing horses out here at the Tri-State Exhibition. She was in like the young
Riders Club.
12 and 13 and 14-year-old, and she's barrel racing, doing all that. Well, now she's like 16. You know, she's all grown up, not yet.
Mm-hmm.
But she wants to be she wants to do hair and cosmetology and all that stuff, you know, like the little girls do, little Barbie dolls. But she likes trucks and Jeeps and farming and boots and horses. And she wants to be a horse champion, a show champion on horses, and then also a businesswoman.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she'll sell sporting goods and boots and accessories, and I'll finally get my chaps with FRO Day on them that I wanted from their place out there. But she's a barrel racer, and she came down here one time a long time ago, and we were selling tickets to go out there to see Travis and the rodeo, you know, and all that. And she came down and talked about her barrel riding, and they own her daddy, Mike Brown. He owns that Maverick Farms up in Charleston. You know, that's where they grow all that tobacco and have the Mexicans and doing all that fruit. What is it called? Farm fresh produce?
Sharecroppers.
Yeah, they're sharecroppers up there.
Mm-hmm.
We let them stay here illegally if they'll just, you know, do a good day's work. Says here she rode her first horse when she was 10 months old. Well, I bet she rode it before that. I bet she rode it when Donna rode it when she was pregnant with her. But that's none of my business. Mm-hmm. But the point is, she likes doing all kinds of stuff like that. And she's a member of the Southern Rough Stock Association. In the SRSA, the Southern Rough Stock Association. And she was then she joined the National Barrel Horse Association. Those are horses that carry barrels of beer for you, like Tarver. You know, they've got barrel horses. But anyway, I saw her a picture on Facebook or something. She had, you ever seen these old redneck boys? They got these truck balls.
Mm-hmm.
They hang off their hitch on the back of their truck, and they're like a set of balls for a truck.
Yeah, I seen those.
She had a set of pink ones. I mean, not her, but on her truck.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then somebody stole them. I saw her about a year ago. She was griping, saying, "By God, somebody stole her pink balls, and she wants them back." Anyway, I didn't know if you'd think she was more attractive or the horse.
Well, both of them look pretty nice. Don't
you know what? I saw that horse came into Pokey's the other night. Matador and I'd had a bunch of beer. And this horse came in, this beautiful horse, and she sat down right beside me on the bar stool right there at Pokey's. And you know what I said? You know what I said to that horse?
Mm-hmm.
Why such a long face?
Well, Miss Brown is setting her goals, and I think that she's got the support to make it.
And that's okay. You don't hear me, and I don't hear you, so it's okay.
Well, it's all how you hold your lips, son.
Mm-hmm.
She is. She's pretty as that horse is.
Hey, here's something that bothered me, Matador. You know, you think we've got it bad, and I know your animal died, and we have friends and family.
Your nose with a rubber hose. Don't talk about my dog.
I'm trying to be nice about it.
Don't, but just because he crossed over, that means he's in a better place, a better position.
I have a feeling you had something to do with it.
I'm going to sit down here. Don't mess with that, boy.
Did you leave a lawnmower running or something bad that you're not telling me about?
No, I didn't.
I have a feeling you probably had something to do with it. You probably took drunk over the weekend, left him tied up outside, and he hung himself.
You was a cruel person.
I'm just saying. You told me he's only 4 years old, Matador. They don't just die.
Well, he was 5.
Oh, my bad. That's 12 for you, me and you.
How old would that be in human years?
About 30.
Yeah, 30.
We do have a lot of 30-year-olds just full up dropping dead around here.
You ought to quit your evil ways.
But speaking of dropping dead, Matador, a 94-year-old Alabama woman. Now, this is terrible.
Oh.
Down in Decatur, Alabama.
He was evil. He was a terrible man.
I'm not going to laugh. A 94-year-old Alabama woman died when her wheelchair rolled down a hill and into a ditch full of water. Terrible thing.
She fell to pieces.
Elizabeth Street.
But at that age and going down those steps.
Well,
like
she was going too fast, I reckon.
And then winding up in a ditch with water.
Now get this. She had some heart trouble anyway, but then she got pneumonia, I guess, from being in that water in a ditch for whatever, and then she didn't die for 3 days after she went to the hospital. But here's what really gets me. Decatur Fire Chief Darwin Clark told the Decatur Daily the accident occurred during a fire drill at the Country Cottage Assisted Living Facility. So this lady's in her little room, in her wheelchair, watching a whoop on the internet or whatever she did for fun every day, like most people. And they had a fire drill, so she's panicked and tried to get out of her room in her wheelchair, and it rolled down the hill and across the street and into a ditch. And then she died. Whose fault is that?
Well, who would have pushed her down the hill anyway?
Nobody. She rolled out and flew down the hill. She's trying to get out of the damn place was on fire.
No, I think somebody went and pushed her.
Well, probably one of the daughter or the son, I guess.
Now, she ain't going to lose control like that. She lost control, didn't have no brakes.
Well, she'd probably never been out the back door of her damn facilities. They have a door and you go out into the hallway.
Something ain't right with that picture.
That's what I'm saying.
It just was her time to go.
First of all, when you're dealing with a bunch of 90 and 100-year-old people in a nursing home, you don't pull the fire alarm and go, everybody out! So you might die. Well, you got an orderly just go down there, grab their ass, and put them outside.
Well, she was in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
going
she's
down
on her own.
Steps. Going down steps. And
you remember that movie when O.J. Simpson was in a wheelchair and they whomped him on the back and he went at that football stadium. He went all the way down, then flipped out onto the football field. That's what it reminded me of.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, God love her. That's all I can say.
Well, poor little old Miss Elizabeth Street. Just be careful out there in your wheelchairs. Fro Dad, you're live on Whoop.
Fro.
Ricky, Bobby Roy's cousin.
Yeah, Fro, how'd you know it's me?
I can just tell by your voice.
Hey, Fro, we getting ready for Halloween out here at the trailer.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, hell yeah. We getting our costumes.
Well, what are you doing, Ricky?
Well, we're starting a brand new tradition out here, Fro. We're going to have what we call adult trick-or-treat.
Adult trick-or-treating. That sounds interesting.
Sounds
Tell
like
me
a
more.
Masquerade.
Yeah, me and old Bobby Rowan, we're going to go around, and we thought about dressing Bobby Rowan up like a red solo cup, but we changed our mind. I'm going to dress up like you, and we're going to paint Bobby Rowan black, and he's going to be the Minotaur.
So Ricky's going to be Fro Daddy, and Bobby Rowe's going to be Matador.
Yep, we are.
Okay.
And what we're going to do, we're going to go around to these here houses, and they're not going to give us candy. They're going to drop in hydrocodone, Oxycontins, and any extra herbal
teas,
remedies they have. And they're going to drop in our little bags, and we're going to go around, and it's going to be an adult Halloween trick-or-treat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna give me any Hall's mentholatum cough drops?
Well, we hell, we don't want no cough drops. We want some hydros.
Okay, something really gonna make you twist.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna go around, and we're gonna play Fro and Minotaur.
That's gonna be so exciting. Well, are you gonna come down to the block party?
We should come down here and show us when you dress up.
Well, if we could get a ride out here, we would. But we can't drive. We ain't got no license.
Well, y'all got a horse to ride, don't you?
No, it died.
Lack of food. Okay. Well,
somebody poison your dog.
Well, I don't think they did. I hope that they didn't. But he was a good old creature. He's a good old boy.
Somebody poisoned him. He probably got somebody's garbage or something. They set him out with the weenies and antifreeze.
I think when he had his cards removed, he just ain't been right since.
Oh, you did that to him? You didn't love him? Or you wouldn't have done that?
Well, he had his cards removed, and he seemed like it didn't bother him any, but it might have been a reason why.
So he killed himself, you think?
He might have committed suicide. I don't know.
We had a dog do that once. He threw himself in front of a truck.
But he's in some good potting soil. I mean, he's in some good soil, and I'm gonna miss my little buddy running along beside me every day.
Yeah. Well, if you'd have fed him, maybe he'd have lived. But anyway, bro, if anybody wants to purchase a red Solo Cup costume, we've got one, and we'll sell it to them cheap.
Well, that's interesting. How what does it consist of, and how big is it? In case somebody's listening and wants to be a red Solo Cup, how'd you make that?
Well, it's one size fits all. It's really, you make it out of red duct tape.
Oh, okay, yeah, because once he made it, it wouldn't fit any children, I don't guess, or maybe some fat kids.
So this is an adult costume because it's going to be adult Halloween out here, bro. We're changing this thing around. We're tired of these damn kids coming around getting everything. We're going to go trick or treat, and we're going to bring home the goods.
Well, I
So
understand
y'all won't
that.
be at home to give away any candy goods?
Oh, we ain't giving away nothing.
Well, I didn't think you would.
Yeah, maybe some Rolaids or something.
You got some extra Rolaids?
Yeah, we just drop a Rolaid in their little bags and say, get out of here.
Oh, righty then.
Yeah, hell, we can't have candy here. Our own cousin Herschel will eat every bite of it, and then he gets constipated.
Wow.
Yeah. You ever seen a constipated 468-pound man?
Oh, golly. He's probably going to have some help and a shovel to dig some of that out of there.
Well, he used a big old soup spoon one time to get up in his rectum.
Yeah, and shovel. Yeah, I'd say he's going to have some help.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to start giving that boy some castor oil or some fish oil or something to make him slide better.
Well, we poured some oil on his rectum that time, but to try to get the spoon out. We lost the spoon in there.
Well, you maybe give him a spoonful of Crisco or something like that. That might help him.
It was a terrible situation. It was just terrible. But anyway, that's why we don't have candy here. It's hazardous.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, what are you doing for Halloween?
He's going to be a DJ.
I'm going to be down at the block party and doing, Whoop's going to help sponsor a Detour DJ stage down there for the kids to sing karaoke, and I'm trying to get the Matador to come down there and sing one with me.
Yep.
Matador keep me around kids. He's got sex.
Well,
You ain't lying, because I want to show him the freedom.
Well, I got it worked out where
Freedom
he can be on the stage with me because it's the old post office annex, and we're going to have a 4-foot high little electric fence running around it, you know.
Keep
Or he
children away from me.
Yeah, and he can get up there with me, so they said that'd be all right. But he can't leave the stage.
They don't need another hero.
Well, as long as you got special permission, I guess it's okay. But you might want to put one of them shock collars on him.
Oh, no.
The dog.
Oh, yeah.
When he tries to get loose, you just shock him.
Well, I'm just going to use Animal's old choke collar that he used
He don't have one.
for Animal.
He don't have one. He buried it.
Killed that damn dog.
Yep,
He
something.
killed his own dog.
I'm calling Dirty Harry. I want to know what happened.
I'm calling the damn PD on him.
Yeah.
They'll put his ass in prison.
We want to dig him up and see what really caused the death of him.
Yeah, get them NCIS in here, and they'll dig him up. They'll know what's happened. I think it's something sexual's happened to that dog.
Somebody went and gave him some fish bones or something.
Trump. Yeah.
All right, Ricky.
If you could have us adult treats for Halloween, we sure would appreciate it, bro.
I'll sure look for you some, and then we'll check and see if anybody wants to buy that red Solo Cup Halloween costume you made for Bobby Roy.
Yes, it's one size fits all. God bless you, Fro. God bless you, and God bless the holiday. Everybody needs to celebrate. That's the time that the pilgrims come together, and they made candy and shared it with the Indians and signed the Declaration of Independence, right? And everything.
Yeah, it was a nice holiday here for Halloween.
Yes, people need to celebrate it and remember the people who died so that you could have Halloween.
Yeah, all the veterinarians.
Yes, people have gave their life so that you could have Halloween.
Well, did you watch the Tall Betsy saga this past Sunday?
Oh, who?
The Tall Betsy saga.
What the hell? Bro, was he drinking again?
That was on Channel 3 at 1 o'clock.
He's always dreaming about some tall black lady in an outfit.
No, it was Tall Betsy, by God. She was on this weekend on Channel 3 at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, okay. Whatever you say there, Minotaur.
Yeah. Okay.
God bless you, bro.
We'll be all right.
And
all right, Ricky.
You on Halloween, and we'll be celebrating.
I definitely want to see y'all dressed up as me and the Matador.
Oh, we're coming.
That's going to be quite interesting.
We're going to get a ride. We need them damn treats, too, please. God bless you.
Come on by. We'll give you an ink pen and a pad.
Yeah. God bless you, bro. Have a blessed Halloween.
Keep smiling, Bobby Roy. Cousin.
Bye-bye. All right, man.
That boy's really touched, ain't he?
It's a little crazy out there in the trailer park in Birchwood, I'm telling you.
I mean, really touched.
It's a little psycho, if you ask me.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I'm ready to take a break, man. I want to play some music. Let's get caught up. What do you say? Yeah, we're going to take a little break here. We got some crying time coming out from Bad Actor for Derek Dooley and all the Vol Nation that cried again. And folks, I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of getting tired of crying every Saturday afternoon. But I'm sure Derek Dooley's feeling it pretty good. And also for all the non-evacuees up northeast coast that are getting ready to get hit by Hurricane Sandy and all the bad inland waterways that are going to be flooded bad. Man, it's going to be bad up there, they said. And then you got 2 or 3 feet of snow that's going to come in on top of that, and you won't have any power. Oh, it's going to be bad.
Vengeance on you.
Bad Actor wants to do that and dedicate it out there to Derek Dooley and all those gang as well. So we'll dedicate that to everybody.
He's the host.
Then we'll come back with a little old-time rock and roll for Redhead Wildcat, and we'll be back after that. Stick around.
Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look in your eyes. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, oh, that it won't be long before it's crying time. Now they say that absence makes the heart grow fonder, and that tears are only rain to make love grow. Well, my love for you could never grow no stronger if I live to be 100 years old. Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look in your eyes. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, yeah, no, that it won't be long before it's crying time. Now you say you found someone that you love better. That's the way it's happened every time before. And as sure as the sun comes up tomorrow, crying time will start when you walk out the door. Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look in your eyes. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, right now, that it won't be long before it's crying time. That it won't be long before it's crying time.
Train Endurance engineers stop at nothing to push our products to the brink. They put our heating and cooling units up against everything, from flamethrowers.
Safety control, better move that. Tanker truck.
To ultra-high pressure fire hoses.
It's like 10 years of power washing all at once.
Point is, they've devised countless ways to push train systems to the limit. Even catapults. Yes, catapults.
This is the perfect time to get your heating equipment serviced. Maximum capacity and efficiency can be maintained if your system is in good operating order. Call Mechanical Systems today to get $20 off of your heating equipment inspection and service. We also design and sell new high-efficiency systems, and changeouts are our specialty. Mechanical Systems has been providing high-quality service and installations for over 30 years. 336-5739. That same number is good for 24/7 emergency repairs. That's 423-336-5739.
It's hard to stop a train. Really hard.
Financial Recovery, licensed and bonded collection agency, located right here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Give them a call at 423-473-7670. Small town service with big city results. A full service medical, commercial, retail, and individual collection service. Celebrating 10 years in business. Call Financial Recovery at 423-473-7670 to help you with your accounts receivable and past due invoices. Financial Recovery, 423-473-7670. Dr. Christopher Chase, with Associates in Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, now in Cleveland on Wednesdays at 2350 Ocoee Street. Call 624-0021 for an appointment now. Certified by the American Board of Surgery and the American Board of Plastic Surgery. Offering facial procedures, body contouring, skin resurfacing, and specializing in breast augmentation, including the newest transumbilical or belly button augmentation for less scarring, ladies. Call Dr. Christopher Chase for an appointment now, 624-0021.
Would you say that Hatchet is pretty fertile, or his women is fertile?
Just take those old records off the shelf. I sit and listen to them by myself. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time rock and roll. Don't try to take me to a disco. You'll never even get me out on the floor.
late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise. Suddenly, to my surprise, he did the mash. He did the monster mash. The monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. He did the mash. It caught on in a flash. The monster mash. He did the monster mash. To my laboratory in the castle east, to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abode to catch a joke from my electrode. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. The monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. They did the mash. It caught on in a flash. They monster mash. They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. Guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking, all were digging the sounds. Igor on chains backed by band hands. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker 5. They played the mash. They played the monster mash. The monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. They played the mash. It caught on in a flash. The monster mash. They did the monster mash. Out from his coffin, Drac's voice did ring. It seems he was troubled by just one thing. He opened the lid, shook his fist, and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvanian twist? It's now the mash. It's now the monster mash. The monster mash. And it's a graveyard smash. It's now the mash. It caught on in a flash. The monster mash. Yeah, it's the monster mash. Now everything's cool. Drac's a part of the band. My monster mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash is meant to rule you. When you get to my door, you tell them Barley sent you. Then you can mash. Yeah, you can monster mash. The monster mash. And it's a graveyard smash. And you can mash. It caught on in a flash. The monster mash. Yeah, you can monster mash. Yeah. Everybody twist. Yeah, you monster mash. Say yeah. Yeah, you monster mash. Say yeah.
You are listening to WOOP-LP, Cleveland, Tennessee. WOOP FM is a broadcasting service of the Traditional Music Resource Center, and we play America's original music.
Well, my girl and I settled down. We were as happy as we could be. I thought we were doing all right, but her mama just didn't agree. And no matter how I try to please her, she's the meanest woman you ever saw. Lordy, she ain't my mama, she's my monster-in-law. Monster-in-law, she's got breath of fire. Monster-in-law calls me a bum and a liar. Monster-in-law, she's always picking a fight. Monster-in-law, and I can't do nothing right. She's gonna track me down, start wagging her jaw. Lordy, she ain't my mama, she's my monster-in-law. Her daughter's pure as the falling snow, and she deserves a shining white knight. But she ended up with me somehow, and mama won't give up without a fight. I know that I'm not perfect, but she picks on my every flaw. Lordy, she ain't my mama, she's my monster-in-law. Monster-in-law, fee-fi-fo-fum. Monster-in-law, she's big and mean as they come. Monster-in-law gives me the evil eye. A monster-in-law, get on your broom and fly, fly, fly. She's got a wart on her nose, a hair on her chin. On her back, there's a big old hump. And I know if I reached out a hand to her, I'd pull back a bloody stump. Monster-in-law, she's like a bad dream. Monster-in-law, she makes me wanna scream. Monster-in-law, she's coming round the bend. Monster-in-law, and I hit the road again. I see her arch her back and sharpen up each claw. Lordy, she ain't my mama. Oh, God, tell me she ain't my mama. Lordy, she ain't my mama. She's my monster-in-law.
Blackula is back, all new, all powerful. The Black Prince of Shadows returns in Scream, Blackula, Scream. See Scream, Blackula, Scream, all new, rated PG, starring William Marshall, Don Mitchell, and Pam Grier, the godmother of coffee. Blackula is back in Scream, Blackula, Scream.
The castle's been gloomy every night. Count Dracula's been keeping out of sight. He's been away a long, long time. I had to make a record with a friend of mine.
Jack's back.
The castle's really jumping every night. They're doing the drag with Drac. Igor's unchained and he's doing it right. The coffins are open and left in the ground. Now is the time to really shake them down. The zombies and werewolves are having a ball. It's mashed potato time. Drax looking for his wife all over the hall. Vampira, where are you? Well, Vampira's getting up and she's raring to go. But first I am thirsty, make mine tight go. Oh, there you are, my darling. So nice to see you again. Oh, my dear, we've all missed you so. But tell me, where is your friend the monster? Wasn't he supposed to come too? Ah, yes. But he has become a big record star. And tonight, he's going to appear on the Jackie Gleason show. Everybody's up and they're starting to run. 'Cause they can't get caught by the sun. Good night, my friend. Darling, what is the number of your private line? It's Creekwood 45789.
You can call me up and have a day, video time.
You know, darling, I like this vocal group. They sing from the jugular vein. I'm so glad you enjoyed them, my darling. But I am hungry. Is there anything to eat? Oh, my dear, have a heart. I think I will. My dear, you look so tired. Your coffin's all prepared. Won't you get some rest? Yes, I haven't had a good day's rest in weeks. Come, my darling. Good night, my friend.
Oh, Jeebus Creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeebus Creepers, where'd you get those eyes? Oh, gosh, all get up. Had to get so lit up. Gosh, all get up. Had to get that size. Oh, golly gee. When you turn the heaters on, woe is me. Got to put my cheaters on. A Jeebus Creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Oh, those weepers. Had to get my eyes. Oh, where'd you get those eyes? Oh, Jeebus Creepers, where'd you get those peoples, boy? Jeebus Creepers, where'd you get those eyes? Guys, all get up. How'd they get so lit up? Gosh, all get up, boy. How'd to get that size? Golly gee, oh, when you turn those heaters on, woe is me. Got to put my cheaters on. Jeebus Creepers, where'd you get those people, boy? Oh, those weepers, how they hypnotize, yes. Where'd you get those eyes?
Tobacco again.
Music soothes the savage beast.
At Buy Here, Pay Here USA, under the blimp, we would like to invite you to a better car buying experience. We have a 6-month, 6,000-mile powertrain warranty, and ask about our auto pay program, where you can earn free oil changes every 90 days for the life of your loan. We have small down payments, and we'll even finance your sales tax and tag. Carfax is available, and in most cases, we'll have you driving away in your new car in less than an hour. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Cleveland or Dayton today, or visit us online at buyherepayhereusa.com or call us at 877-794-A-CAR.
Tea cookies, thumbprint cookies, chocolate burgers.
All of this and more is available at the Village Bake Shop, open from 6 to 6 Monday through Friday and 6 to 5 on Saturday. The Village Bake Shop's located at the Village Green Town Center and has been satisfying Cleveland's sweet tooth since 1961. Give them a call at 476-5179 or come and see them at the Village Green Town Center.
Brownies, cupcakes, wedding and birthday cakes, muffins, pies, Danish.
Saturday. Come one, come all to the races every Saturday night in Cleveland, Tennessee. That's right, a Cleveland racing tradition since 1954 at the Cleveland Speedway. See clevelandspeedway.com for more information. Every Saturday night, it's pony class, A and B hobby, and the super late model races.
$10 for adults.
Only $3 for kids. And Listen for your chance to win free tickets each week on Whoop at 2420 South Lee Highway right here in Cleveland, Tennessee. You can call 479-8574 for more info or see clevelandspeedway.com. 479-8574, clevelandspeedway.com. See you Saturday at the races.
Saturday.
When you buy or sell or pawn,
You can't go wrong at U.S. Money Shops.
when money's tight, you'll be
Cause
alright.
relief's inside at U.S. Money Shops.
Have you heard? U.S. Money Shops has just received a truckload of flat screen TVs, and now we have too many of them. There is no better time to upgrade to a new TV from U.S. Money Shops. Samsung, Panasonic, Sony, U.S. Money Shops has it all at incredibly low prices.
On with us,
We'll earn your trust.
sell to us, without any fuss. Buy from us.
You can rely on us.
If you're like most of us looking for the best deals available on brand name merchandise, then come visit us because there's no reason to pay full retail prices. U.S. Money Shops, wide selection, great prices. So come on down to one of our 9 convenient locations. Visit usmoneyshops.com for the one nearest you.
Buy or sell or pawn today. The better way at U.S. Money Shops.
U.S. Money Shops. Buy, sell, pawn, we do it all.
Hi, Brian. I'm Count Crotchula, the bulging vampire. I'll bite your neck, but also look how big I am down there.
That costume doesn't make any sense.
Don't stifle my creativity! See that bulge down there, Brian? What is that? What is it? Can't be my pointy teeth, because those are all the way up here. I'll let you in on a little secret. Happy Halloween.
Music soothes the savage beast. Its dulcet tones brings pleasure to all things. In any world, nothing is more tender, more touching than mother's love. There is great pathos when his mother says, "Oh, my son," then the son of Dracula answers, "Ah!" It warms your blood.
Greetings, ghouls and goblins. Do you feel like sometimes you're trying to contact the dead?
Well, only when I'm talking to you, Shop.
Is that deadly curse known as boredom eating away at your soul?
Well, only when I'm talking to you, Shop.
Then Dingbat and I have a way how you can conjure up that spirit known as fun. Contact Chattanooga Ghost Tours.
Yeah, they got the connection to all the cool ghouls in downtown Chattanooga.
That's right, Dingbat. Chattanooga Ghost Tours leads a tour every evening from the Walnut Street Bridge. For a schedule, all you'll need to do is log into www.chattanoogaghosttours.com or call 423-821-7125. It's a great way to spend an enchanted evening with the family in the scenic city. Discover haunted Chattanooga.
Chattanooga Ghost Tours, where the ghosts have out to play. Ow!
We're back with the Chocula man himself, with no marshmallows, just the chocolatey man, Blackula Jr.
I beg your complete apprehended pardon.
What did you just say?
Hey, look here. I'm looking forward to the block party this Wednesday.
Block party?
The block party. It's the 25th annual consecutive year going strong, Fro Daddy, you fat pig. Listen, this is really going to be fun. You know, that's going to be
You're going to come over and do karaoke with me, aren't you?
Yeah, this is going
We're
to be
doing
food
Fro-roki.
and candies.
We're doing Fro-roki on the old
And they going to have space monsters up there doing backward flips.
Space
and stuff.
monkeys.
Yeah, and they going to be throwing rotten apples and bananas at you when you get on the stage.
Bring it on. Bring it
Karaoke.
on like a chicken bone.
Do you call it karaoke?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Fro Daddy, you're live.
Yes. Go ahead.
It's me. It's Super Davey.
Super
Believe
Davey.
it or not.
I guess you survived. You survived the Unknown Henson show.
Just barely. I'm telling you right now, just barely survived it.
Ooh. You know, it's getting to be Unknown's kind of season. He likes to dress like Dracula, it looks like to me.
Well, I'm telling you right now, buddy, he's got it going on.
What did y'all have a big time?
It was a great concert. It was on the outside this time. It was cold, but we were prepared with mighty bunches of antifreeze.
Oh, furry underwear, yeah.
Oh yeah, we had. I had a full set and a half on.
It
was cold, quite a bit colder than down here.
I've been known to wear them myself, inside out.
But I'm telling you right now, I saw your post on Facebook. You should have went with us. You and Tiffany both.
Why, Lord, we could have. Mm-hmm.
I had a big, giant hotel room with 2 bedrooms in it, and a kitchen in the middle, and a living room and everything.
Lord help us.
It'd been a monster time. We had a very large time.
I had 2 or 3 things fall through and ended up not having anything to do after the UT game, and instead of going north to Knoxville, Vegas, I ended up going south to Chattanooga.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Anyway, so what was the highlight of the concert with Unknown Henson?
Well, the whole thing was great. I mean, you know, he's a great musician. I mean, he blasted out, buddy. And he played all of his songs that he's ever done, plus his new album. He played for about 2.5 hours, every bit of it.
Yeah.
You know, he's always got an intermission in between, you know.
I thought he had some sort of crazy, spooky song, but the only thing I can think of is that My Baby's from Venus or something like that. But you think he'd have some good old Dracula kind of stuff?
Off to Venus.
Yeah, and
no, Venus Bound. That's the name.
Venus Bound. But seems like there was he ought to have one out there that's you know, good old scary.
Well, now he's got a Halloween song. I can't remember what it is. In fact, I think the name of it's Halloween song.
I think it is. I was trying to figure out.
It's on that stuff I gave you.
Yeah, we'll play it next in honor of.
It's not on the computer, I don't think.
Oh well, I ain't gonna be able to play then.
But it's on the disc you got that I gave you.
Oh hell, that's 3 years ago. I can't never find that. It's in my box of goodies somewhere.
Well, I'm up here at the nursing home fixing to go in and see Mama, and or I'd bring you a copy down there because I've got it right here with me.
Oh Lord.
So I've got to run in now, guys. But y'all should win. I tell you, you'll never ever. I mean, this concert up here is always the best because it's in the greatest place. It's killer.
All right.
Well, there you go. We'll have to make it one of these days.
It was a great concert, and I went.
Well, I'm glad you got a chance to go, boy, because you've been hard at it.
I'll tell you something.
Hard at it, brother.
Make it all the way to the end of it. I hate to say it, but I had to go out in the truck for about the last half hour of it and pass out.
Well, that's always good.
Well,
you know.
you've been doing a lot of things, brother, man. You know it, taking care of home.
Right. I took off work for 3 days and done all this moving and all this jacking around and everything, stressed out and everything. And I went up there, and I'm gonna tell you something. I drank 2 pitchers of beer before I went in. I didn't drink nothing but Coca-Cola and water the rest of the time I was there because I didn't need nothing else. I was so tired.
Well, them 2 pictures put you where you really was.
Yeah, especially after I drank them 2 big double shots of scotch. Now that's what got me on the way right there.
Well, I think you might have outdone yourself there, old chap.
Well, we're gonna get on a little bit of Unknown Henson for you here in a minute, so if you can listen, fine. And if not, tune in tomorrow.
I'm going in and turning Nanny's radio on right now.
All right then, keep it up.
All right, see
you,
guys.
Super Dave. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Madora, looks like we got something coming in off the press. Do you want to read it? Here, Madora, here, read that. It's hot off the press.
I beg your pardon.
I beg your, my baby Ruth.
Okay.
Go ahead and read this.
Okay,
press
do you know
release.
that Checking the Cash is giving away $1,000? It's going to the Facebook com of the Checking the Cash. It's like the page for your chance to win. Jones Properties, they have a contest that the winner gets a $250 rent credit that goes to the Facebook of Jones Properties. And it also has like the page and to enter the contest, whatever that means. It says here the Bobcast will be live tweeting during this Halloween block party. Wednesday evening, go to Twitter.com, check in the cash, and to keep up with the happenings. Please announce this following that I just gave. Do you understand that Bob Cash, he will be tweetering. This is during this Halloween block party. This is going to be on Wednesday evening. So you go to Twitter.com, check in the cash, and to keep up with what's happening. Do you get my drift? Also, there will be a dance this coming Friday, which will be Saturday. No admission, pay at the door. Come in and have a seat on the floor. But back to where we started from, do you know that this block party is going to be kicking this year? They have a little bit to offer to everybody, so you can win some prizes up there. You know, the best costume, of course, that's going to be there for you. Let's not overlook that. And we're going to have all kind of candies that's going to be given away. You'll find the path to go to where all the candies are at. So the challenge in it is finding out where it is yourself. But I'm giving you a point on how to get to it. Just go to the block party.
And don't forget, me and you're going to come over and be with me on the old post office stage doing Froroki.
And Fro Daddy, I can't say where I'm going to be, brother.
Oh, I know where you're going to be. You're going to be with me.
Well, you got some handcuffs to hold on to.
I'm going to have some stuff to give away. And I might have some secret medicine to keep us warm.
Oh, well, you know, it's going to be roughly right around 50 degrees that night.
Yes.
Well,
it'll be colder.
Just prepare yourself for a good old time, brother.
Well, you get there.
Live entertainment. And we're going to have somebody driving and crying going to be up there.
You'll be crying, all right.
Driving and crying. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be the main event going on. But they got three or four bands that's going to start up before then. So listen.
And then us.
You're going to have a good time. Come on to the block party.
We're going to be doing Fro
With your jive self. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
full of potato chips.
Let's take a break. We'll be back.
Sooner or later.
Yes, hopefully later. Stick around, everybody. We'll be here for another hour and 28 minutes. Lord help us.
Yeah.
Please let me go. Let me go now.
Without music, mood music, when lights are low and all is still, the songs from the House of Frankenstein settle over you. It makes you a real cut-up.
late one night when I thought I'd go out for a little bite. So I prowled around the empty street till I heard a wild and twangy beat. I shuffled in and gave a yell. Allow me to introduce myself.
Redneck Jack,
Direct from Transylvania.
Redneck Jack,
Kentucky, not Romania.
Redneck Jack is back and gonna track you down.
Watch me now. The beer was flowing and the joint was buzzing, and a big-haired gal who resembled my cousin was over in the corner trying to score with my old grave-robbing pal Igor.
Yes, master.
He introduced me to a tasty trucker miss. I said, what's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
Redneck Jack,
Direct from Transylvania.
Redneck Jack,
I got the WrestleMania.
Redneck Jack is back and gonna track you down.
Igor, that mirrored ball is confusing me. These jeans are too tight. I drank her blood till I was full, then lost it all on the mechanical bull. So she left me for Bubba, and they're having a bash, talking NASCAR and trailer trash.
Rev it up, mama.
So I says to myself, it's no great loss. Their veins had no blood, just barbecue sauce.
Redneck Jack,
Direct from Pennsylvania.
Redneck Jack,
I got the WrestleMania.
Redneck Jack is back and gonna track you down.
Nice move, Igor.
There you go, master. I got more.
I like your gun rack track.
How I miss her varicose veins.
Then take me to your truck.
She drove a chicken fried steak through my heart. Pennsylvania truck stop. I'm getting off here.
I know a lady dressed in black. Well, she's not of flesh and blood, but a southern racing track. Many men have tried. She's too tough to tame. Mysterious, dangerous. Darlington's her name. She's got a bad attitude. She's bad, bad. Oh, she's bad. Yeah. That lady dressed in black has a real bad, bad attitude. Oh. Like any southern lady, she loves the charm. Her curves conceal the danger hiding in her arms. You might think you know her, she ain't what she seems. A driver's worst nightmare is her sweetest dream. She got a bad attitude. She's bad, bad. Oh, she's bad. Oh, yeah. That lady dressed in black has a real bad, bad attitude. Sugar and spice and everything nice is what a woman's supposed to be. But the feeble-hearted woman scares the life right out of me. I've been north and south, east and west. I'll tell you one thing true. You gotta look high, you gotta look hard to find a lady with a better attitude. She's got a bad attitude. She's bad, bad, oh, she's bad. Yes, she is. That lady dressed in black has a real bad, bad attitude. got a bad, real bad attitude. Oh yeah, she's got a bad, real bad attitude. She's got a bad, 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 bad attitude.
She comes out only on Halloween. On Centenary Avenue she can be seen. Tall Betsy is the lady in black. For scaring night owls she has a knack. Now if you're good and go home early, you won't get hit by this gruesome lady. But if you linger till after 10, we want you to know you're a has-been. 'Cause Betsy will tuck you under her arm, and you can bet that's cause for alarm. To Fort Hill Cemetery she will go, to her mausoleum with you in tow. If you don't escape before sunrise, I warn you now you'll be her prize. She'll have you for breakfast, I do not jest. You'll be on the menu, not as her guest. Your bones she'll dump in that other well. At our old school, and no one will tell. Your parents, they'll worry and fret. They'll search all over for you, I'll bet. So go home early on Halloween night. And November 1st, you'll be all right. Trick-or-treating is so much fun. But if you see tall Betsy, you'd better run.
Folks, we're gathered here today to say goodbye. Amen. We're saying goodbye to somebody we've all known for a long time. Amen. He's been a wonderful person to me. Amen. And you see this nice lady right here, this beautiful lady here on the front row. Amen. They just split up. Amen. But I know he sees you down here. Amen. He sees you. He's looking down on you. And he's smiling. And he's in a better place. Amen. Amen. Go ahead and start to singing. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Tears roll down her face, across the black satin lace, onto the finest suit I've held. Honky-tonk a Halloween. All the monsters are having a time. They're being dressed like Frankenstein. Dracula drives a truck by day, and the scarecrows have been out of baling hay. Well, all the freaks off our trailer park scene. It's a honky-tonk Halloween. My trailer door, Grim Reaper drinking that mad dog wine. Vampires over in the corner looking fine. Well, give me the goosebumps, my white trash queen. Now it's a honky
honky-tonk Halloween. Trick-or-treating with the trailer park trash, honky-tonkin' at the Halloween bash, drinking doubles in a double wide, spooky people getting Dixie fried, creepy folks if you know what I mean. It's a honky-tonk Halloween now. It's a honky-tonk Halloween. It's a honky-tonk Halloween. Creepy people if you know what I mean. Give me the goosebumps for white trash queens. Yeah, all the folks from the trailer park scene now. It's a honky-tonk Halloween.
Yeah, Matador, you ever been to a honky-tonk Halloween?
Well, to be perfectly honest,
You live in one, don't you?
Well, no, I never have been to one of them. But I bet you it's full of candies and surprises, and you be dancing and walking in a masquerade in your little suits and your facial features and your mask, so to speak. I bet you'll have a honky of a good
I'm not
day.
wearing a mask.
Well, pull it off and let me see what the real one look like, brother.
I beg your pardon.
All right, then I'll take that back. Say here. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Oh, it's a terrible day. I mean, after all, the hawk is coming out. We're going to have to learn to, I got to caulk some windows and stop a few leaks from coming in where I can stay warm for this weekend. For this winter. I had to get dug in, get me plenty of nuts and candies and put them in my little pouch. Where I can, I got to store a few goodies now. You know, anybody got any canned hams or chilies or some canned pig feet, anything that we can can, I'm going to put them in my little nest for the holiday. And I bet you're going to do the same thing too. You done got that deer.
Wait.
That deer's been processed or your calf's been processed. You got all your vegetables and everything in the pantry. Well, look like to me that you're just ready to face Father. I guess that's what we have to do. Just go ahead and store a little few things that you're going to need for this long, cold winter because it's coming with a vengeance. Take New York as example. Mother Nature don't F-a-G.
They getting a hurricane, flood, and snow.
And it's terrible. Just don't think we ain't going to get a piece of the rock.
Hey, I beg your pardon. I'm not.
Look at here, Mr. Home Improvement.
I'm not a Rock Hudson fan.
Look at here, by God. And believe me, we'll get a little piece of the rock. It might be strong winds, but it's going to knock off all them leaves on the tree that shouldn't be knocked down.
Cold air, I know that.
You know, and I can't wait till that brisk air get my little nose, my mustache be froze, and I come in and knocked off some of the snow.
Looks like it's already got frozen ice all in it now.
Yeah, that's where I had surgery.
Oh, that's just snot.
No, I had a surgery and the pigment.
It looks like almost like it's turning gray to me.
Yeah, that's Mother Nature. She don't play.
Just the old man's frosty mug.
Everybody has their day.
Speaking of the piece of the rock, man, earlier you got that new press release we got here from all our sponsors. We're trying to help people figure out how to make a little money. So if you want to, here's 3 ways to get caught up on what's going on Wednesday here at the block party.
Okay.
Which, by the way, you know, Matador, we got things going on Wednesday, and the thing started like 5 o'clock downtown.
It sure does.
So I'm thinking we won't even be here. We'll be downtown. So I guess we'll just tell everybody no point in tuning in on
Wednesday.
Wednesday, just come on to the block party.
So we'll be breaking camp at 3 o'clock from here?
Well, 3 or 4, whatever. I might not even be in because I got to be down there to help set up the little karaoke booth. I mean, the FRO booth.
So you can be there.
It's the old courthouse stage. Man, that was the first main stage. We used to use it as a stage, there where they load in the old post office, that concrete permanent little stage area.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and it plays back towards the old Broad Street Church Annex there. And but we'll be there, and I know you're going to come see me and help me set up and get ready for. We're going to wear our Fro Daddy and Matador outfits for the block party. And
so I guess I better get old Red Tucker out.
Yeah, the little red cockatool jacket itself, and I'll be having my Fro Daddy outfit on. And I hope Ricky and Bobby Roy show up because they said they're going as us for Halloween.
I can't wait.
But they're having a adult
and
only.
Ain't his cousin a little overweight to be trying to play as you? Or
yeah, well, that's Sammy. Uncle Sam.
Oh, it's another cousin. He's the one weighed 420 something pounds.
And Bobby Roy, he's not too big a boy, but they both have beautiful mullets, hairdos. So I'm wondering how they'll hide
so
that.
they just get the hair cut out from around the ears and they wear.
Yeah, well, it's business in the front and party in the back. A nice Kentucky mullet, waterfall we call it. You ever seen a white boy wear his hair like that?
And that's called a mullet.
It's a mullet because it's business in the front, party in the back. Where you cut it short in the front, but you let it go long in the back so nobody can see it unless you walk by them. But and then you've got the Kentucky waterfall like Billy Ray Cyrus.
Is that a Mohegan? Mohawk?
That's just a real long waterfall in the back.
Okay, and then you cut all the rest off.
You don't really care what the rest looks like.
So you just cut it on a number one.
I'd like to see a black boy with a
number
mullet.
one guard.
Let's see if we can get a black person to come here and show me their mullet. I'll give them a shirt right now.
And just cut it all the way back to your obstetrical area, and then you just let it hang.
Trim it up to your forehead in the front, but you let it go to infinity in the back, all the way to your butt.
Did you cut it back to your temple rail, and then you just take and just
do whatever you want right there?
Okay, cut it all back and just leave it hanging on your obstetrical bone back there.
Yeah. But I was trying to say,
you ain't gonna have no front tail, no crown area.
No.
No hair on it around your
no way to style it. No need to style it.
Area.
It just naturally flows back with the speed of light and sound.
That's gonna be whistling Dixie in.
You get that right. But don't forget,
only a Caucasian.
Don't forget if you're a black person and you do have a mullet. I prefer, hopefully, it's a man. If you come down here and want to show me your mullet, and me and the Matador verify it is a true mullet. Not a wig.
Not the way they wear their mullet is they cut all their hair off and they just have it with the hat cut out, the top of the hat cut out, and then they just pull all of these braids up and just let it fly over the hat.
Yeah, well,
they look like a rooster.
You're doing a rap star stuff now. We're not getting into that. We're doing waterfalls off the back.
Well, that's about as natural as they can get, by God.
That's a whiting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't like mullet. A little smoked mullet, that's when you got a chocolate girl that has a little mullet on the side.
You is one disturbed cookie.
But that's
you
smoked
got
mullet.
Nuts, pecans. You even got raisins in it. What else you gonna put in your Fruit Loop that you have?
A lot of people don't know that when you smoke meat, it has a really deep pink color, and they'll think it's raw. Like I'll take a whole chicken off the smoker, and everybody go, "Oh, it's not done. Look how pink."
Now
that
you
is."
don't do chicken like that.
When you got some nice smoked meat, it's always nice and pink.
No. You don't do chicken like that because hit one of them legs and then that's what happens.
Those veins slap you in the face.
That vein smack it, then that all shoots in your face.
And then you can't ever eat it again.
My child will never eat no more chicken.
You wouldn't throw my smoked chicken away, I guarantee. Hey, Matador, a way to win money, though, and get some cash for you this way
Let's see what
is our sponsors Checking the Cash is giving away $1,000, and all you have to do is go to Facebook and like their page there, and basically you just go to facebook.com/checkingtocash and like it. You just click the little button that says like, and that means you like them, and then they're going to pick a random person out and give them $1,000 cash, and I'm assuming they're going to do this through Halloween, so you got till Wednesday to get this done. Check Into Cash is giving away $1,000, and you got to go to Facebook and do it. So facebook.com/checkIntoCash. And then when you go to their little Facebook page, you just click like, and they're just going to randomly pick one of their friends out there and give them $1,000. That's pretty cool. And Jones Properties, like you said earlier, is giving away if you're already rent from Jones Properties, they're having a contest, and you get $250 rent credit. So all you got to do is go to facebook.com/JonesPropertiesTN. That's facebook.com/JonesPropertiesTN. And like the page and enter, and they'll pick a winner, and you get $250 rent. It might be a month for free. And also Bob Cash, the mascot for Checking the Cash, Bob Party Cash, he'll be live tweeting during the Halloween block party. Now, I thought that was illegal to be tweeting around a bunch of people.
I'm not too sure about that.
But anyway, they're going to be live tweeting during the Halloween block party all day evening Wednesday. Go to twitter.com/checkingthecash and keep up with what's going on out there, folks. We'll be right back. We got a little zombie ghost train I want you to take a ride on here called the Graveyard Queen. Right on. Matt, do I dedicate this one to you, my little Graveyard Queen?
Yes, go ahead, homie.
Yes.
Lost my baby on a moonless night. Our dreams were shattered of our teenage lives. Her severed head sitting on my knee. The words she spoke now haunting me.
I love you, baby, and I've been thinking all night. Your arms around me in a bed satin wide. I wanna give it all to you, show my love is really true. Daddy's right, my cherry's right. In the morning, my baby lying, making no distress. Somebody crying, take me from this place. Took my only girl from this lonely world to the graveyard she became. My graveyard queen, she's cold and mighty lean. She's got that Northern cheek. Yeah, she's my graveyard queen, my baby. It's a graveyard queen. Graveyard queen. My graveyard queen, she's cold and mighty lean. She's got that Northern cheek. Yeah, she's my graveyard queen, my baby. Is a graveyard.
WOOP LP, Cleveland, Tennessee.
Multituding madness with the Matador, so stay tuned. Well, the favorite part of my chicken is I like the short thigh and the wing. Sometimes I can, I guess you can say, I like to scrap with the breast. That's where you take it barbarian style and just tear it up into a bunch of little pieces. Just squash it and bamboozle it. And then you just salt and pepper it real good. I like it when it's fried a certain way.
On the 21st day of the month of September, in an early year of a decade not too long before our own, the human race suddenly encountered a deadly threat to its very existence. And this terrifying enemy surfaced, as such enemies often do, in the seemingly most innocent and unlikely of places.
I know you like the Little Shop of Hollers little dance number you just sang for me.
Yes, that was a category one.
You did
Was
a beautiful, beautiful dance there with that.
That's dancing music. You know,
did
the
a
kids
beautiful
do
dance.
the twist, the mashed potatoes, the monkey. Yeah.
Cornbread, iced tea.
Coming to you live. You know you're listening to Whoop, WOOP FM 99.9. Anybody want to give us a call and shoot the breeze, feel free to. Our number is 614-5553. Feel free to do that with your jive self.
Well, you got that right and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, we'll be right back. Stick around. We're going to do something a little different. Since it's Halloween, we're going to be off Wednesday anyway for the block party. We're going to do a little thing here besides the live drive jive at 5. And we got a few people we may call, but we're going to take requests, play some crazy music, and get everybody in a good old Halloween spirit. So we'll be right back. Stick around.
Are you looking for the best beer and cigarette prices in Bradley County? Well, look no further than Tom's Fuel Mart. That's right, look for the red and yellow signs. 25 feet from the street, 4 locations in Cleveland to serve you. At Tom's Fuel Mart number 4, that's right there near the Cleveland Speedway. You get the best homemade biscuits, sandwiches, and that includes the best fried bologna sandwiches in town. Just ask the Matador. That's right, Tom's Fuel and Mart, where you can find 100% gasoline. That means no ethanol, folks, for your lawnmowers and small engines. Do it. With locations on South Lee Highway, Wildwood, and North Ocoee, Tom's Fuel Mart with the red and yellow sign 25 feet from the street is ready to serve you. Yee-haw!
Financial Recovery, licensed and bonded collection agency, located right here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Give them a call at 423-473-7670. Small town service with big city results. A full service medical, commercial, retail, and individual collection service. Celebrating 10 years in business. Call Financial Recovery at 423-473-7670 to help you with your accounts receivable and past due invoices. Financial Recovery, 423-473-7670.
No dealers allowed.
Jackson Catnapper, family owned and operated in Cleveland since 1933, offering the best with over 70 styles of recliners, sofas, electronic lift chairs, full living room packages. Call Mike now at 961-7239 because Jackson Catnapper now offers sales to the public
every Saturday. That's right, every Saturday.
From 8 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon. Or call Mike at 961-7239 or go see him
every Saturday
at 1911 King Edward Avenue, just across from the main plant. Jackson Catnapper, family owned and operated in Cleveland since 1933. 961-7239.
No dealers allowed.
At Buy Here, Pay Here USA, under the blimp, we would like to invite you to a better car buying experience. We have a 6-month, 6,000-mile powertrain warranty, and ask about our auto pay program, where you can earn free oil changes every 90 days for the life of your loan. We have small down payments, and we'll even finance your sales tax and tag. Carfax is available, and in most cases, we'll have you driving away in your new car in less than an hour. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Cleveland or Dayton today, or visit us online at buyherepayhereusa.com or call us at 877-794-A-CAR.
When you buy or sell or pawn,
You can't go wrong at U.S. Money Shops.
when money's tight, you'll be
Cause
alright.
lives inside at U.S. Money Shops.
Glocks, Glocks, and more Glocks. U.S. Money Shops has just received a large selection of pre-owned Glock 22s and 23s, all third generation with 3 magazines and night sight, starting at just $399. $399! These Glocks will not last long at these prices.
Pawn with us,
We'll earn your trust.
sell to us, without any fuss. Buy from us.
You can rely on us.
At U.S. Money Shops, there is no shortage of guns. So if you're looking for the best deal on firearms, then check us out first. U.S. Money Shops. Wide selection, great prices. So hurry on down to one of our 9 convenient locations. Visit us online at usmoneyshops.com for the one nearest you.
Buy or sell or pawn today. The better way at U.S. Money Shops.
U.S. Money Shops. Buy, sell, pawn, we do it all.
Yeah, here at Whoop 99.9 FM and WOOPFM.com. On the Fro Daddy Show, me and the Matador only pushing out one boy, and that's our boy Travis Godfrey with TG Sales and Promotions, because without him, we wouldn't have our shirts, would we, Matador?
You got that right. I mean, those are some pretty nice shirts, Pro Daddy, I do have to say. Who was the designer on that?
Why, me and you probably. Hey, by the way, who's the short guy on here? Can you tell which one that is? Is that me or you?
What are you talking about?
Somebody gonna have to get the shirt to find out. Check him out, TravisGodfrey.com, or call Travis at 593-7276. TG Sales and Promotions, they've served teams and organizations and businesses in the Cleveland area since 1990. They do all the schools, sporting events, team uniforms, screen printing, just like our shirts. That's what you call screen print, Matador. You know what that means?
Yeah, screen print. Yeah.
Yeah, and they put it on a shirt for you.
You got any more of those shirts in your back?
No,
of your
man,
trunk?
you gave them all away. Well, if you want business cards, signs, banners, corporate apparel, embroidery items, promotional items, websites, and even trophies and awards, call Travis, 593-7276, just like we did at Whoop. For me and the Matador, you know you want a shirt.
And you can bet it's going to be a stone gas.
My door, that scares me.
Yes, it is. Yes,
you
it is.
scare me too, my little
Well,
black of
don't
the
be
night.
too afraid. We'll just ask for Mother Nature to please don't be too harsh upon us.
Are you scared of the Batman show, The Black Knight?
I hadn't seen it,
Crazy
homie.
guy. He was so scary that he killed himself.
Well, just make you another Spam sandwich. You'll be just fine.
You're going to have another Spam sandwich?
Yeah, I got to have one. That's the only thing that calms my nerves and fills my need.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like Spam?
No. Have you ever been called a Halloweenie?
Halloweenie?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I was telling the people Friday about me roasting hot dogs in the backyard with my relatives. For some reason, we didn't have sense enough to, we'll put them on a stick. They might fall off. But we decided to put them on a clothes hanger. But somehow, when they got hot, they all drifted off into the fire. But as we got a little older, we learned somebody would come around and say, hey, you've got to bend the end of it to make the hot dog stay on. And we would have at least 2 to 3 hot dogs on that clothes hanger. And we learned then you have to turn the end of it to keep them from coming off. But as time went on, we learned to use a forked stick. You know, and that held them onto them pretty good. But we wasn't too good at choosing the right kind of forked stick. So we just went for what we had, and the one who has the best ideal of keeping our hot dog over the fire until it was done. But I kind of enjoyed getting mine out of the fire after they was burnt to a crisp almost, and we'll take a stick and rake them out, blow them off, and wipe them off the best we could, and put us some good old homemade hot slaw on it. And I'm telling you, those burnt hot dogs I'll never will forget. Halloween roasting hot dogs. So much for so much and not enough for enough. I bet you that some of you guys, when you were kids, experienced some of the same thing as dropping your hot dog off into the fire, burning it and getting it out, and how much better it tasted. Anyway, as time goes on, you know, the poor child learns how to walk, and then it learns how to talk, and then we learn how to teach it how to say things that we say, and before you know it, you turn around, this kid is in high school, and before you know it, it's grown and got kids of its own, and it repeats its cycle. And I would say up your nose with a rubber hose, Fro Daddy. No.
Why would you tell me that?
Oh, I was just thinking loud. Excuse me, I didn't mean that.
I'm listening.
I'll
to every
take
word
all
you
of
say.
that back. I'll take it back.
I'm listening to every word you say.
All righty then, you fat pig. What's happening next?
Well, I guess I won't be bringing you any.
Oh, well, I'll be
smoked
cool.
pork I'm cooking.
Oh, you got some smoked pork.
No.
All righty. I behave. I turn back.
No, but I
the
did some
times.
center cut pork chops. I'm thinking about pan-searing them tonight. A little blackened pork chop with
Blacken them? That
with
means
some,
pepper?
Cook's hot slaw.
Who's drooling now?
On the,
You got him drooling. That sounds so good. Mercy.
and then I got a pork butt I'm gonna put in a crock pot and let it cook all day tomorrow. So
That's for sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches
Yeah.
Wednesday.
I don't know when I'll have those.
Oh, you're going to keep it all to yourself. That sounds pretty good, Home Skillet.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
No. You know what I made today, though, this morning for tomorrow? I mean, for tonight for supper when I get home? I had some little bell peppers that P-Deb gave me, but I bought some big old giant
peppers.
About the size of your head.
Oh,
green
that's a
peppers.
good sized pepper.
I cut the top off like a pumpkin.
You can put pork chops in
And then
those.
in the side of it, I cooked a big old pot of rice, white rice, no offense.
Oh, nothing taken.
And some mushrooms with ground beef, a bunch of onion,
Mhm.
and some secret spices. I stirred that all up. When I got it done, I stuffed it down in there with that rice,
Mhm.
and folded it in real nice, and then I stuffed it in that green pepper, and I topped it with some jalapeno jack cheddar, some cheese. And
You
then
talking
a little-
about that Negro Jack?
Yeah,
cheese?
Negro Jack cheese, and then the good old
Pepper
cheddar
jack
cheese on
Negro
top
Jack.
of that, and it's
Yeah.
in my fridge waiting to bake when I get home.
So you just got to
15 minutes on 300, bam.
Why are you drooling like that? Are you hungry, little man?
That's what I'm having
Yes.
tonight.
I know you ain't gonna have any left.
And then
Why are you
tonight,
drooling like
and then in the morning, I'm putting my pork in the crock pot, and that'll be for tomorrow.
that? Oh, you need to quit it. You
I'm
got
off
that
the
little
hook. I'm
fella
off.
drooling.
I'm
over
off the wagon, and I'm off the hook. So look out! Look out, all you fried food fanatics out there. I'll be getting in line before you, and there won't be none left when I get my.
Well, I must confess, I went and scorched my spaghetti sauce with those peppers. Excuse me, I'm drooling.
Oh, Lord.
But anyway, I think I'm gonna put me a bottle of tomato ketchup in it and just go on.
Maybe a gallon of water.
No, yeah, that might help it. I need to get the scorchness off of it. But anyway, this is there.
You put a couple of peppers in there instead of a 1/10 of one.
Well, I put a whole group of peppers in there.
Well, there's your mistake.
Well, I shouldn't have put that many peppers in there, but I was wanting to make it real spicy with peppers. But anyway, I think I can kill that taste with a little tomato ketchup. Just put a whole bottle in there and heat it up. And I pour it over crackers.
I beg your pardon.
Okay, no offense.
Don't pour any hot pepper
dear.
over me.
Yes, I think I'm getting hungry now.
Hey, Mador, you know on Wednesdays we have the Appearance Matters. We talk about the Appearance Matters ad and the question for Dr. Christopher Chase, one of our sponsors here. You know, a plastic surgeon here in town.
Yes.
And he comes on Wednesdays, and he actually has a big fancy place down in Chattanooga. But since he was born and raised in the Cleveland area, he wanted to come back and give back to Cleveland. And
yes.
So he's got him a little place where he comes up and has an office up here at, you know where Loopy's Pizza is, across from the old Medical Center Pharmacy over in that little shopping area?
Yes, I know what that's.
And it used to be Brenda Snowman's office back in
there.
there.
Well, ain't that on
a couple of doctors back in there.
I mean, out there on.
It's off of North Ocoee.
Well, that's what I'm saying, over there by the hospital. Sky Ridge over in that area.
Well, yeah, down on Ocoee, yeah.
Well, do they cut that chicken necks off of people's neck when you got all that?
Yeah, anything like that.
Well, they can cut that off.
He'll cut anything off.
But if you ain't never been circumcised, do they do that too?
Nah, he might send you somewhere else.
What if you want to get extension on your nose?
He can do that.
Well, that's pretty good.
Anyway, Dr. Chase, let's see. This week's question is, and we're going to do it today because we won't be here Wednesday, Matador. Now, since Wednesday is Halloween, and it's also the block party, and it's also our horoscope hump day, we won't be here for that either. I'm assuming he'll be in town, and hopefully if he's in town, he'll come down and check us out at the block party.
Sounds
and
good.
We might ask Dr. Chase a question live on the stage, on our karaoke stage.
Yeah, we want to hear this crying and driving.
Well, let me hear you.
Driving and crying.
Oh, you'll want to stay for the whole thing, I'm sure.
No, I'm going to stay as long as my feet will let me.
I guarantee that'll be a half a song.
Well, you know me better.
Let's see. We had a question in here for Appearance Matters ad article with Dr. Chase. And it says here, well, of course, as you know, we asked Dr. Livingston to give us his answer on the question, and then we read how Dr. Chase answered the question. And Mando, here's the question for Dr. Livingston. He is the worstest doctor this side of the Mississippi.
But it works.
Trust me, it's called chemistry.
It's what it's called, Holmes.
All right, here's the question, Dr. Livingston. Gummy bear breast implants now available. Question, what are gummy bear breast implants, and what's the difference between different silicone implants? What are gummy bear breast implants?
Well, I'd say it's really a soft alloy. I mean, a soft kind of alloy that they're going to put into the breasts. Well, you can call it, I'm calling it an alloy, but it's a substance that really makes the breasts feel soft like a gummy bear once they put them inside the bosom. And you're not allowed to eat those soft things or let children bite on them or anything, but because they're real soft. And
what about adults? Can adults bite them?
They're going to make our breasts just look natural and feel real. And that's why they call them gummy bear implants. Okay. Does that answer your home improvement?
Well, let's see what Dr. Chase has to say about what are gummy bear breast implants. All right, Mando, here's Dr. Chase answer. We did get Dr. Livingston's, which just basically said they taste like cherry gummy bears. Silicone breast implants provide a very soft, natural result for breast augmentation. The implant shell is made of silicone, and the gel inside the implant is silicone as well. There are different types of silicone material inside the implants, however. Both the Allergan, which are called Naturel, and the Mentor, which are called Memory Gel companies, use the same type of cohesive gel material inside their breast implants. This material is much better than the older version of silicone used previously for silicone-filled breast implants. Sientra is a newer company that recently gained FDA approval for their highly cohesive, form-stable silicone gel-filled breast implants. This highly cohesive gel allows for the implant to hold its shape while still remaining soft, and the implant can even be cut in half without the gel material leaking out.
You kidding me?
Due to
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry, doctor. I thought maybe you'd heard of those.
That's coming on up the line.
Due to this, these implants have been likened to the candy gummy bears, though neither Sientra nor the FDA support this terminology. You know how you can take a gummy bear and you just want to bite the damn thing and then it gets stuck in your teeth?
Oh, wait a minute. You can cut them babies in half and they'll still keep their shape.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, you got a whole pigmentation of this. And if it is accidentally cut, it ain't going to, you know what I'm saying? It's just going to cut them in half. They ain't going to fall out or nothing.
It just look like a four-boobed woman.
Yeah, you can just get your breast sewed back up. That is so I mean, does he really take the chicken neck off of a man's neck?
He can do that. Yeah, if you've got a chicken neck growing out of your neck, he'll take it off.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, when you got all that bag hanging under you, it's full of gel, and you can move around, all that under your neck could be flapping around. See, you can get that cut off for a small price, and then you're going to look 10 years younger. That is, if you get it so nice by a professional like this doctor here that knows what he's doing.
Well, Dr. Chase said he likes this Sientra, the newer company that's come out with this new, because basically it's you know, you hear about these horror stories of women that have a wreck or their thing leaks and it gets in their system and it can actually kill you. It's some of it's toxic, and you buy them from some doctor you don't know from Brazil or Guatemala or somewhere. And to their credit, Sientra will only sell their breast implants to board-certified plastic surgeons, as they realize the importance of the specialized training needed for superior results with any breast augmentation. Amazingly, Dr. Chase says, the other breast implant companies will sell their implants to any doctor with a license, even if he's not a trained plastic surgeon. So that's kind of scary. They could just be flopping these things in all these people. And you hear about it all the time because, you know, Dr. Livingston, didn't he use Fix-A-Flat on that one black girl?
No, Dr. Livingston wants to know, can he have if a member of your family have to pass away and they got hair, could he take their crown and cut it off the top of their head and re-place your crown with someone else's crown? Now, like
a hair transplant.
Yeah, hair transplant. Take the whole scalp.
What if it was a Caucasian and your family's Negro?
Well, maybe you could use Caucasian scalp if you wanted to. It's just like how Indian used to cut your scalp off and just pull all of that skin off. And then you want to get yours redid into you can get you some afro braids or whatever. You just take and you cut that off and pull the top off your crown area, and then you sew this other hair back on it.
No, wait. That's not the company that he was going to start called Wigs for Jigs, was it?
Well, I think I'm on the wrong page. Okay, but anyway, we'll get to the hair.
You're talking about hair throws for Negroes?
No, that's people that want to donate their body to science. And you can't. Some of them got a good grade of hair, and you can have your scalp removed and then replace it with this other guy's scalp, and then you have a head of hair. Two heads. You're going to have nappy on one end. It's going to be straight on the top if you get a Caucasian or a Latino or something.
Yes.
Well, or you could have the whole scalp put on if you want
what we'll do. We'll put a note. Now, of course, we won't be here Wednesday, but next week when Dr. Chase is in town, we'll have to call him and ask him if he would perform that procedure for some of your relatives that want to do that.
Yeah, because I have relatives that have good grade of hair and stuff like that. I mean, their hair is a better grade. Mine is receding, and I'm losing it. I have alopecia senilis.
When your hair comes out and you pull a hair out of your head.
No, I have alopecia senilis. That's when you get bald with age.
Well, I know, but like my hair, if I pull a hair, it comes straight out, and it kind of hurts a little bit.
That means that you ain't pulling it
but see, like
hard enough.
When you pull yours, does it come out like a corkscrew?
No, it's stuck like Chuck in there.
Because it's kind of twisted like Brillo.
Well, you can call it that if you want to, but it's just as coarse as your mustache is. But anyway, you could take your chin and cut your the chin hair off, and you could transform that to your hair, and it works too in some cases. But you'd be better off just to go ahead and snatch off somebody's scalp somebody, and just go ahead and get a doctor to transplant it on your head. But make sure you get someone's hair that is close to your own. If you don't, then you're going to be running around chicken-headed. You know what I'm talking about. So you don't want to be like that.
Chicken-headed?
Yeah, I mean, it's where it's going to be straight on the top, and then on the bottom, it's going to be real ruffly and kind of bristle. So you don't want to mess around with no Caucasian or Latino or people that has that kind of oval-shaped hair like most Caucasians. But curly head, wavy head people hair, theirs are flat under a microscope. And my Negro hair is triangulish under a microscope. So you want to make sure that you get your hair that's just like yours. There's maybe a triangle or an oval, if you're oval, if it's got a round shape, you got to make sure you get a scalp that's going to be close to yours as possible. So you just can't cut off somebody's hair, a Latino's hair, get his scalp and put it on, have yours sewed on yours. Then it's going to be, you're going to look chicken head. So
we don't want to
make sure you don't want to do that. Science,
chemistry.
Science,
chemistry.
Well, I can see it coming this way in just a matter of months.
And Doris, did I hear you say, you talking to your wife today, Bertha, that y'all were going to dress like zombies and come to the block party?
No.
Zombie pirates?
No, I'm going to be dressed as a matador as usual.
And I'm going to be Fro Daddy, and we're going to be at the karaoke, but I thought you said she's coming as a big old zombie pirate in love.
No, she got on this Bull Durham hat that she's going to be wearing. Look like a buffalo. I think that's what she's going to have a buffalo head on.
So she just had she'd walk around on all fours and had that old nappy head wig I've seen.
No, I don't talk about my
you
homie.
know those old buffaloes in the winter, that hair gets all matted up in the snow. That's what she looks like.
Well, I told her she ought to throw some hot water in your face when you come to the door the next time while you talk about it.
I'm going to dedicate this song to her.
And she said, well, you know that fool ain't right. Let him alone. I said, but he's getting on my nerves, honey, where he be talking about me and you. You ought to throw some hot water on him. Oh, y'all both crazy, she replied. I said, Lord, help me. What's for supper? Get out of here, she replied. I said, okay. Wasn't long, supper was ready. That's my Spongelica. She's not a patter puff, but she can patter puff, but she's a real sponge. Yes, she
you guys are like zombie pirates in love.
I believe you out of your kitchen.
You've heard of Captain Blackbeard, how he had a dozen wives. Well, we've got something more weird, and it's surely changed our lives. You may not think us gentle or kind, but we're all gallant swains. We admire a lady for her mind, or more precisely her brains. Zombie pirates in love, yo-ho! Zombie pirates in love. We used to be normal buccaneers till those lights came from above. Our ship met a glowing fog one night, and we came out with an appetite for human flesh if it's misright. Zombie pirates in love, yo-ho! Zombie pirates in love. We've got that rakish swagger, and we've got that roguish charm. We've got that bug-eyed stagger, and we've got somebody's arm. Now you may think you're...
Mandor, you didn't like my song.
Well, I didn't mean to kick the wire. I just slipped. I didn't mean to do it.
You flipped the script on me, didn't you?
No, I didn't mean to hit the wire. I was just moving around. I was getting hungry. You thinking about this little stuffed peppers done messed my world up. See?
Well, if you're lucky, I'll have some left over and I'll bring it home to you.
Well, that would be nice. Just dogs don't eat vegetables. Bring me one with the meat in it. Yes.
Where?
I had to get me some Caucasian cheese.
I was wanting to hear some more of my zombie pirates in law.
Yes.
But sometimes when you're dealing with electronics, it just doesn't work on it just right.
Yeah, and I always play along. It does what you tell it to do.
Hey, man,
sometimes it says no. Okay. What you say?
Who would win of a pirate against a zombie? Who would win?
Of course, I'm sure if you just whack that zombie's head off, he's going to lay down. But if that parrot ain't swift enough, he's going to get bit, and then he's going to turn into a zombie. So you have a group of zombies, or you can go ahead and take that one's head off and forget it. I'm going to go with the parrot. I think he can take that zombie's head off.
You ever watch the Walking Dead on Sunday nights?
Ain't that a trip? I mean, every time I look at it, it gets so realistic, I want to puke. I don't know what to do about myself. It gets so realistic. I said, God.
Well, as you know, we are a community radio station. We would like to give you your tips for surviving a zombie attack.
I'm Tracy Allen from Channel 17 News, and this is a breaking news bulletin. The world as we know it appears to be in chaos as numerous reports of zombies pour in from across the globe. Experts say that the virus is not airborne, so the only way to get infected is to be bitten. Once the
You know,
virus
this is
spreads
about
to
the
your
time
body-
everyone panics. But you know, there are actually a few easy tips you can follow that will help you survive the zombie apocalypse.
Who appears to be infected. And remember, aim for the head.
The first thing you need to know may sound like a tired old cliche, but it's very important. It's exercise. You see, zombies are walkers, not runners, but they're dead, so they don't run out of breath. You just want to make sure that you're in tip-top shape so you don't end up somebody's supper. Now, another thing to remember, whether you're working or playing, you never want to let your guard down. We've all heard it before. They just come out of nowhere, people say. Well, this is what I like to do. Mirrors, I have them everywhere. That way these nasty walkers can't sneak up on me. That brings me to my next point, weapons. You definitely need some firepower, but the sound of guns frightens my songbirds and shakes up the hummingbirds. Of course, some zombie experts recommend a baseball bat, but for me, there's nothing like a beloved garden spade. You see, it has a nice cutting edge and a broader sweet spot and longer length for greater protection. Of course, you're going to want to clean this up as soon as you can because you don't want to leave a mark on your lawn. Now, this next tip is self-explanatory, or at least I hope so. You see, you have to have food and water, certainly, but you also have to protect it. That's why I use electric fencing. You know, electricity can be very effective, and you can pick up these electrical fence chargers at your local farm store. Hey, not only are you protecting your food and your water, but this can be a source of entertainment, hours of amusement. Ooh, good one. Now, you might not think this last tip is important, but trust me on this one, it really is. You see, when the zombie body count begins to stack up, so does the aroma and the stench. So that's why I always plant plenty of fragrant flowers. You see, zombies are basically just rotting flesh, so they produce a lot of odor. To mask that odor and bring a nice fragrance to the house, try planting some of these beautiful flowers. They also look great around the house. That's nice. You know, the best laid plans of mice and men often don't work out. So as the old saying goes, if you can't beat them, join them. And make sure you subscribe to Eat How Home.
This has been a public service announcement due to the influx of zombies, walkers in Bradley County. Thank you for listening to WOOP 99.9 FM, Cleveland, Tennessee.
Here we go, down the road.
80 hillbillies in Tennessee all went riding on Highway 3. They took a turn and they headed west. Why they did that? Anyone's guess. There were 87 of them when they started out, but 5 of them died and 2 fell out. One named Buck, his wife was half dead. He should have left her at home, but he brought her instead. They were driving west on County Road 8 when they spotted a house that looked just great. 4 stories tall and 50 yards wide, the hillbills decided to step inside. They parked in front and got out of their cars, took in some moonshine in mason jars, got their guitars and their fiddles too, and started playing Billy, Billy, Billy Bayou. They were a laughing and a dancing and acting real silly, but what can one expect from 80 hillbillies. They had a big party and did what they wanted. They never suspected that the house was haunted.
80 hillbillies in a haunted house. 80 hillbillies in a haunted house. 80 hillbillies in a haunted house. 80 hillbillies in a haunted house.
81 if you count Buck's spouse.
81 hillbillies in a haunted house.
They were laughing and a-cussing and drinking beer. The hillbills started to disappear. First there was Luke and Lula and Mac. Then there were more. It was hard to keep track. Well, Dickie Wayne Price, he screamed real hard.
There's 5 dead hillbillies out in the yard.
They searched the house and they found 2 more, Hector and Peanut, out on the floor. They found Ebby's head on the top of a broom. They found the rest of her in the very next room. A lot of strange things happened that night. They kept finding bodies left and right.
69 hillbillies in a haunted house. 69 hillbillies in a haunted house. 69 hillbillies in a haunted house. 69 hillbillies in a haunted house.
70 if you count Buck's spouse.
70 hillbillies in a haunted house.
2 were attacked by the walking dead. 3 got a hatchet right through the head. 6 got eaten by giant rats. And 1 got killed by vampire bats. 6 hillbillies got stabbed with swords. And 1 got hit by flying boards. 3 got electrocuted by an electric wire. And 2 hillbillies just caught on fire.
45 hillbillies in a haunted house. 45 hillbillies in a haunted house. 45 hillbillies in a haunted house. 45 hillbillies in a haunted house.
46 if you count Buck's spouse.
46 hillbillies in a haunted house.
Downstairs, hillbillies danced all night. Upstairs, they were dropping left and right. Drinking moonshine, 100 proof. 2 hillbillies just fell off the roof. 3 got strangled by the crawling eye. And 2 hillbillies just started to fly. 3 got eaten by a giant moth. And 4 hillbillies got their heads chopped off. 2 hillbillies had a heart attack. And 1 hillbilly got stabbed in the back. 3 hillbillies had screaming fits. And 4 hillbillies got shredded to bits.
21 hillbillies in a haunted house. 21 hillbillies in a haunted house. 21 hillbillies in a haunted house. 21 hillbillies in a haunted house.
22 if you count Buck's spouse.
22 hillbillies in a haunted house.
5 hillbillies just split in 2. 8 got chased by sticky black goo. 7 hillbillies watched I Married Joan. But during the commercial, they turned to stone. That only left Buck and his half-dead wife. And Buck got stabbed by a flying knife. She sat and watched him as he bled. She's the only one left and she's half dead.
1 hillbilly in a haunted house. 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 She's so tired she's gone back to bed. She's the only one left and she's half dead. Suddenly Buck came back to life. He sat straight up and he told his wife, I don't care if you're half dead. Come with me back to bed. If we're gonna increase our population, we better get started with some copulation. 2 hillbillies in a haunted house. 4 hillbillies in a haunted house. 8 hillbillies in a haunted house. 22 hillbillies in a haunted house.
Make that 50 thanks to Buck's spouse.
50 hillbillies in a haunted house.
Is my favorite of all about it, so I wrote one up just for tonight's big show. I hope you like it. Here it goes. This is what Halloween means to me. Thinking of all the cool creatures that I will meet tonight. Ghosts and goblins and witches roaming the streets in moonlight. Bowls of candy and goodies, delicious and waiting in store. The sound of cute little footsteps as they approach my front door. Letting the children inside to drink beers. Razor blades hidden in 3 musketeers. Screams from the basement of kids begging to be set free. That's what Halloween means to me. tightening the clamps that are holding their little heads so tight, putting my lips to their ears as I whisper, please, don't fight. I promise to let you go home if you swear not to tell a soul. Well, I'll just untie these, I'm kidding. Now where is my hacksaw? Let's rock and roll. A pinch of your brother, a teaspoon of you. With the head of Carson would make a good stew. I'd give you a taste, but your tongue's in the stew. Irony, that's what Halloween means to me. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me someone good to eat.
Yeah, Amanda.
Here's all
I thought
said.
you'd
Puppy.
thought you'd like my song there about nice little stew I'm gonna cook just for you.
Yes, and we got to make sure you got Halloween coming up. Make sure that your little brain damaged children have on something that glow at night where they won't fly into any
Stay
cars.
out of the streets, for God's sake.
Make sure that that you keep them in gear. Make sure some of these bigger kids tell these little kids to slow down before you fly into a car. So you got to look out at one another, you little trick or treaters, and have a good time, because it won't be long you'll be able to trick or treat. Yeah, something sweet. Let me hit you in the head with a baseball bat when you come to my door wanting something to eat. I take that back, my friends. That slipped out that way.
I'd say Big Bertha's probably tried to grab a few of these small kids when they come up, just to nibble a snack before she goes to bed.
And guess what? Guess what Spongelica got to give the kids?
Oh,
she's got 2 dozen
smelly
apples.
underwear?
No, apples. She's not giving candy because she thinks
Put
candy
razor
is
blades in
bad
'em?
for their teethies. I said, well, honey, you just give them candy if you want to. Well, I have 2 dozen. I have 3 bushels of apples sitting in the front room waiting for these kids to come up and get them an apple.
Put razor blades or anything in them?
No razor blades. She wants to give them apples instead of candy, which I think is a good idea because some of them kids got some pretty teethies, and you don't want to mess up eating these old chocolate candies. Some of them won't eat for 2 or 3 days after they get some candy. You already know that, don't you? So my girl's going to give y'all apples. That's going to be, you like little red hard apples where you really have to dig your teeth into them to get a bite. You're going to love it, kids, this Halloween, believe it or not.
I'll tell you what'd be scary is if your big old wife just came through the bedroom door naked.
She'd frighten me if she did that, and you too. But that's
Lord,
just how
that
it
might
is.
be what killed Animal. He
No.
walked out and showed himself.
I told you, you don't know. She don't even look like she weighs on 436. She look like about 170. I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
But she's
I've seen her.
unique. When she get on the scale, it just goes to pieces. I never seen anything like it. Neither is the doctor.
The thing I like about her is she's very black.
No, she ain't just black. I mean, she ain't what you call black. She
black magic.
Chocolate dark chocolates.
That old black magic's got me in its spell. That old black magic that you weave so well. Those icy fingers up and down my spine. The same old witchcraft when your eyes meet mine. The same old tingle that I feel inside. And when that elevator starts its ride, darling, down and down I go, round and round I go, like a leaf that's caught in the tide. I should stay away, but what can I do? I hear your name, and I'm aflame with such a burning desire that only your kiss can put out the fire. You're the lover, you're the lover, you're the lover, you're the lover I have waited for, to make And every time your lips meet mine, darling, down and down I go, round and round I go in a spin. I'm loving the spin I'm in. I'm under that old black magic called love. Yes, I'm in a spin. I'm loving the spin I'm in. I'm under that old black magic called love. Got me spinning, spinning, spinning around like an elevator's going down in this magic black magic called love.
We lay, my love and I, beneath a weeping willow, but now alone I lie, and weep beside the tree, singing, oh, willow, waily, by the tree that weeps with me, singing, oh, willow, waily, till my lover returns to me. We lay, my love and I, beneath a weeping willow, but now alone I lie, for willow I die, for willow I die.
I know something you don't. I lost my dolly. Will you help me find her? You're not afraid of the dark, are you? Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Let's play hide and seek. You hide, and I'll find you. Ready? Go. Where am I? Help me, please. Follow me. Wanna play a game? Catch me if you can. Close your eyes, drift into dreams. The sun will soon rise. I'll be right here till you close your eyes. Listen, my dear, to my lullaby.
Come to me tonight, comfort me till morning light. As darkness falls and shadows loom, I bid you welcome to my room. Rest your bones beside my bed, lay your hands upon my head. Cast your spell of slumber deep, and stay beside me as I sleep. If I should die before I wake, I granted you my soul to take, my soul to take, soul to take.
Well, just a woman told, leave that pretty thing alone. Said the gypsy woman told me, leave that pretty thing alone. She put a spell on you when she found your black cat bone. Now don't play me for a fool, you won't do that again. Don't play me for a fool, baby, you won't do that again. Because like Clark Gable, I'll be gone with the wind, yeah. I was born on a mountain, school in a lion's den. I was born on a mountain, baby, schooled in a lion's den. I've been free and wild, baby child, since God knows when. Low. Rambler, I'm a gambler, showing up Rolling Stone. I'm a rambler, I'm a gambler, showing up Rolling Stone. My mom didn't raise no fool, just to show she born. Wild gypsy woman told me, leave that pretty thing alone. Said the gypsy woman told me, leave that pretty thing alone. She put a spell on you when she found your black cat bone.
Huckleberry picking, the boys got drunk and took a look at. Some got drunk, some got boozy. I went home with black-eyed Susie. Hey, black-eyed Susie. Hey, black-eyed Susie. Hey, black-eyed Susie. Hey, hey, hey. Black-eyed Susie about half grown and jump on board like a dog on bone. I asked her to be my wife to come after me with a booing up no hey. Black-eyed Susie, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey, hey, hey. All I need to make me happy, two little boys to call me Pappy. One named Tom, the other named Dave. One love biscuit, the other love dripping. Oh, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey, hey, hey. Well, I love my wife, I love my baby, love my biscuits, salt and gravy. Going back home with a pocket full of money, somebody there gonna call me honey now, hey. Black-eyed Susie, hey, black-eyed Susie,